Alright, here we are. Got the cover and the photo development tray. I'm going to put, there's one piece of holly text, the cover, I'm putting another piece. I like doing my covers face up so I can look for any ink loss. Another thing too is I am using about 700 milliliters of warm distilled water, and here is 200 milliliters of my calcium hydroxide. Now we're just working on the air bubbles. And watching for ink loss, because I don't expect there to be a lot of tannins that come out. But the reason why I use so much fluid is because my table slants that way. And if I don't use that much, then it doesn't cover. Alright, I want to be a little careful here. I'm not sure if that's tannins or if that's some of the yellow from the back cover ink. Alright, I'm going to hold this cover really tight. I'm going to do slight, not much. I'm also not going to do a very long bath since there wasn't a lot of tannins. Or anything with this book. Sorry, I'm looking around for a paper towel. We're not going to do a very long bath. So, sorry about the glare. Well, we're going to live with the glare. It says I want y'all to be sure and see everything. There we go. Alright, again, we do see some, and this looks like tannins to me. This type of color. Since my table slopes, I do move it over a little bit. Yeah, I mean, that looks like tannins to me, not ink, so that's good. And we're going to let this soak for probably about 5 minutes, and then we'll pull it out. I mean, there's nothing that says we can't do another bath if we're not happy with things. Like I said, since it's not an overly tan book, we just want to kind of get a clean a little bit. Also, this is a conservation thing, right? Of getting that calcium hydroxide absorbed into the fibers of the book. That has a slight bleaching or cleaning factor, but then it also re-strengthens those fibers. It deacidifies the book, and we'll make sure that then this book can last another 50 to 100 years. So that is the main reason for the bath for me with this, is not so much the tanning, but the little bit of cleaning that it will allow, and the conservation of the book itself. So I'm looking over here to see if I see any blue. All right, everyone, we're going to call it there. I'm going to move this over to the side. Turn my mat around. All right, we're going to take some paper towels, lay them down, and these are reused paper towels, and we're going to use Dr. Paul's method. I grab both layers of holly text. I slide it out of the bath. and let it fall onto the paper. Now, we're going to take a quick look. Even though there didn't seem to be a lot in that book or anything, look at that. Look at how much was removed from that. Okay, let's get this aligned on our paper towels a little bit better. There we go. Okay, now we're going to change these out pretty aggressively. What I like to use is, this is Rick Morgan's Dryer, if you can read that. This made for a different setup where you can press things. Thus you see these holes here. They're made for screws where you can use two of these pressed together. But what I found is this is the perfect shape for this, and I put some kind of weight on it. I'm putting my bottle here as a little bit of a weight, because again, I've got a uneven table. But I like this rather than using a solid piece of something, because this allows for some natural evaporation of the water just through, you know, these holes. You don't get any holes looking on the covers or anything. I'm going to show that. So I'm going to let this sit for about 5 minutes, maybe 10, and then we'll change out the paper towels, and we'll and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so let's remove this. Yeah, towel's damp. So I think we're okay. Doesn't look like any ink loss, but you know, I'm not going to be pulling anything up looking at it. I'm going to lay a piece of towel. Then what I do is I do a whole flip. Yeah, look at how much tanning and stuff still kind of came out from that. Slide this over so. All right. Okay. I'm gonna let this dry for probably about another 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then I'll show you what we're gonna do.